Welcome to Chana Talks Live TV. I'm Chana Gilman, your relationship mastery mentor. If you caught the first one, it's wild around here. My entire apartment complex is on lockdown. I was by the pool and they made us go into the office and wouldn't let us out. So finally, hi Mati, thanks for coming back. Finally, somebody walked me home. And Doron, hi, we're not allowed to be outside. There's police if you hear the helicopters. It's not terrorist. I'll spare you the details. But you know what? I'm so grateful for my 18 years in Israel. The helicopters that we're hearing, that was daily life in the 90s and the early 2000s in Jerusalem, unfortunately. And my boys always say they're so grateful for the neighborhood they grew up in. Like, people are so freaked out in the conference room, and I don't blame them, but I just love knowing, hi Wanda, that, hi Faggy, that there's nothing to be hysterical over at this one. So my rule of 3, here's the deal. You know I'm launching a program. I'm offering it to all of you for two beautiful women only for $297. It starts next Monday. You can read my post earlier today for all the details. If you know anything about coaching, you know it's a steal. But when I get asked, my rule of 3 goes like this. When I get asked a question, or when I meditate and I may have the same thread of a thought that comes to me for three different times or more, or I hear a conversation in various places that seem to be about the same thing. One of my sons called me out on something about 10 days ago, and somebody else in just a very nice conversation mentioned it as well. That's only 2 times, but that's something to look at. So very often women say, I don't know how to be in touch with my intuition. Well, that's the learning point. Start with recognizing things that come to you in 3s, and then pay attention. That's how you begin to, value and use and learn about your intuition, is you have to start paying attention. So if something happens in 3s, notice it, look at it, do it, question it, whatever it takes. So what are my rule of 3s that's come up? So I'm launching this program, and I had from 2 men and a woman say to me, and I've had friends say, Chana, I love you and I don't need your programs. We've been friends for years, but you give so much on Facebook. I want to support your work. And they've sent money to support my work. I mean, is that amazing? So those were my friends. I never thought about it, never thought anything of it except, wow, you guys are awesome. But in the end of last week and this week, I've gotten 3 private messages from 2 men and a woman. I don't know them. Each one in their own verbiage saying that, I love your videos and I love what you teach. It's helping me. How can I support you? Isn't that amazing? Strangers. So beautiful people. I've done this work on a iPhone 6 and a selfie stick. There's plenty that I could do to take it bigger. Support would be amazing. And up in the about on my Facebook page, there is a link. Or you can go to paypal.com/Chana Gilman and type in whatever amount you want to give. I am so honored. I am so touched and blown away by the generosity of people. I do this because I want to serve, and this is not something I ever expected would be an outcome. But as I have learned to become a more feminine woman in laying down my masculine weapons of mass protection, I am learning to say, yes, thank you. Or yes, please. And anything anybody wants to give is like, wow, more than welcome. More than welcome. And I thank you and I honor you for that generosity, those of you that have asked, and those of you that might jump on it. Anyway, the next rule of 3 came to me with these questions from women about my program. One is, Chana, I want to sign up, and she did. But she wrote all the things about, I move at a very slow pace, and I may not be in the 4 weeks, and I have to do it at my own pace, and please don't pressure me, and, already with the rules of how she's going to learn the program. Okay. Another one wrote, and she said, I have bought so many programs. I have followed different people like you, Chana, for free on the internet. I try to do everything they say, and nothing changes for me. Why will this be different? So I want to combine those aspects, and here's what's going on. Whatever thinking that you have used to get you to the results you have in your life today, and all you have to do is look at your bank account, your area of relationships, the job you like or hate. Are you a prisoner in a hostage in a cubicle? Whatever it is for you, what are the real results that you see? And the thinking that took you there is not the thinking that will get you away from there. In order for anything to change, you have to change. But these women are already bringing the old, limited beliefs and mindset to this new program. It never worked for me before. How do I know it'll work now? You've already just shot yourself in the foot. If you have been a repetitive tire kicker, just like trolling around the internet looking for the magic pill, this isn't going to work for you. Because you're not willing to do the work that needs to go into it to make it happen. Am I making sense? This is about your mindset. Can you see that these women, and maybe you, are bringing your limitations to wanting to try to do something new and differently? It doesn't work. In order to change, you have to change. You have got to be willing to do something differently. And hopefully, my hope for you is that if you sign up for this, it'll get messy, very messy. That's the point. If you've heard my videos about, or my masterclass about, you ask someone to rearrange the furniture and your husband wants to surprise you, and then you come home early, you went out for lunch with a friend, and he says, really want to make her happy. I'm going to move the couch there and put her office in the guest room and switch it like she said she would like. You come home early, an hour earlier than he expected, and you can't get through the front door. The mattress is on its side, your desk is in the middle of the living room, the couch is turned sideways, and you scream, "What are you doing? What is this?" And he said, "Well, you said last week you wanted the furniture moved, and I just really wanted to do that for you." And you screech, "Yeah, but I didn't want this. Just put everything back." And you walk out. Is that what you do when God starts to rearrange your world for you? Because you've asked for something? For anything to change, you have to change. It can't stay the same. Do you get that? So I hope that it gets very messy in our work together. The difference is I'll be with you, and so will the other women in the group. Supporting you, supporting each other. Is it scary? Of course it's scary. It should be. It should be. It's like when women go into rage and then they beat themselves up with, "Oh, I hate how I feel," and you feel so guilty and you use it as a whipping stick. You don't have that solid emotional platform to say, "Wow, that set me off." Own the rage and then crawl up to anger. Crawl up just to the next level of emotion that'll get you back to where you need to be. And then deal with whatever happened. This is what I teach in the program. Are you on the right side or the left side of your emotional scale? By the way, you always want to be on the left. That's the rule of 3, people. You bring you with you, and we want to make a new you so you can have a new year and do it different, live it different. Are you dating the same guy with different faces? There's a reason. It's not just that the creeps find you. I mean, they do. If they do, there's a reason for it. Is anybody else here? Let's see. Anyway, that's all I want to tell you. If you want to join the program, we're starting next Monday. You can read the post for details, the written post below. But it's 4 audios, one every Monday. We're going to do a live mastermind call. And I want to tell you something. Your mastermind friends, if you've already have them, your power partners, the women I turn to in my life, they are rarely local. And most of the women I turn to in times of real need, I've never met them. I've never met them. We support each other through our groups. We support each other through what we've learned in the coaching we've done together. The people local usually are not the ones that are going to be there for you, right? Your local closest people are going to tell you, what do you need this for? Are you kidding? It's the holiday season. You're going to have to buy gifts. How could you afford to spend money on yourself? Well, beautiful women, have you ever put yourself first on your gift list? If you're widowed or divorced, unless you're in a very nice relationship, highly doubtful anyone's going to be sending you a nice gift this year. You know, jewelry doesn't just appear in the mail. Opportunities come. You've got to say yes and then figure it out. I did 10 secrets of women who say yes to themselves in my group last night. Incredibly well received. You've got to say yes. You've got to believe in you. You've got to know that it will always be scary, and so what? Let's do it together. You need the support when you get to the edge of your comfort zone, or you shrink back and the wiggle room is worse. You've got to have fun to open up your nervous system. And by the way, women that know how to have fun are the women that men really want to hang out with. Why? Because you're showing them that you can be made happy. That's what real men want to do. Provide, protect, and serve. And if they can't find that with you, they're not hanging around. Give me a yes, guys, if you agree. Anyway, there's the helicopters. I guess we haven't caught the guy that's with the weapon running around, but I'm safe in my apartment. I love you. I hope you'll join. PayPal.com/Chana Gilman. Type in $297. These prices don't come along every day for serious learning and coaching with this kind of support. It really doesn't. You deserve it. You deserve it. I hope you'll be good to yourself and give it to yourself this year for Hanukkah, for Christmas, for whatever it is for you. And even if it was June, you deserve it. You deserve it, ladies. You deserve a new, fresh start. Don't live 2018 repeating 2014, 15, 16, 17. You don't want to do that anymore. And if you're our ages, women over 40, 45, we don't have time to do that anymore. Desire, decide, and commit. That's it. I love you. This is Chana Gilman, your relationship mastery mentor. Bye, everybody.